And take two.
Okay, hey everyone. So this is Ironwood RPG. This is the latest update. It's one of the best idle MMOs out there. It's still in beta, right? Yeah, it's in beta testing.
No, it's an alpha.
Okay, it's in alpha testing. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a wipe in the future, but we don't know when, and it probably never happened. But it's an alpha testing, and this game has pretty much everything you can think of in terms of skills, in terms of dungeons. The guild system, whatnot, with no, in-game monetization and all that jazz.
Right.
It had pets at one point.
It did.
But it didn't work the way the dev wanted it to, and the community had feedback concerning it. Now it's back, and it's back in the form of something called a taming skill. And this skill, the taming, allows players to hatch pets from eggs. We all love doing that, right? Level them up and send them on expeditions to gather various resources. So the resources are generally like things you would need for crafting. And there's up to 39 unique pets in the game for the taming skill, and it's spread across 3 tiers of eggs. They're small, medium, and large. So there's different tiered pets, but so that would maybe you'd have concern about the lower tier just being kind of like junk pets, and you kind of you toss them in the shed and you forget about them. But apparently lower tier pets in the taming skill, they'll have an option to evolve at certain levels so that pets aren't left behind, and you can continue to use the same pets, because right now everyone in the game starts with 3 pets.
Yeah.
And essentially you could just stick with them. You could evolve them later.
Yeah, it could.
Beyond that, they come with stats. So it's not just like a pet in a slot that you send off and it'll do its thing and come back. They have their own stats. They have things like HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. They also come with a mixture of traits that boost the stats, so you can have pets that are tilted one way or the other for specific skills. They also come with between 1 to 4 passives that also boost the various stats. So these pets have depth to them, which I like. I like that they're spec'd out differently, and they can tilt one way or the other. And you see stuff like that. They're familiars, right? But in Bit Heroes, like you're going for certain familiars for a certain stat profile.
The same thing.
Yeah, same thing here. And when you play this game, it's very minimalistic.
Mm-hmm.
But then in appearance, but then the systems, the systems have depth to them. And here is just a great example of the pet system. So continuing on, pets have various item specializations that determine what they will find when sent on the expedition. So some might, be better at finding ore. Some might be, better at finding, logs. Yeah. Powders, etc., for all the different types of skills. Yeah. So if you're like a miner, you're going to want, your pet stacked with finding ore.
Give them a pickaxe and send them to the coal mines.
Okay. Yeah, something like that. Expeditions also use something called pet snack. That's the currency for the skill, right? So, and when I say currency, I mean like, everything in the game requires coal. That's a currency to go with an ore or to go with something to whatever, right? So it's something called a pet snack, and you can use raw fish. So get to catching some raw fish, brother, or use one of the pets to do it for you. Crazyfy alluded to, let them do all the hard work.
You're gonna tell me that I gotta feed my pets too now?
Yeah, it's like idle MMO where you have to freaking pat that thing, and you're like,
dude, don't even get me started on the fucking petting.
Dude, unhappy and unfed.
You know what? That's how you're gonna stay, damn it. Because fuck you.
Yeah, dude, my reindeer is not really happy.
Oh no, but, it's on death's door at this point.
Yeah, and so beyond the pet snack that you need to run on these expeditions, the expeditions themselves, they come in 3 options right now. It was 3 hours, but now I think it's been boosted to 4 hours. So there's 4, 8, and 24-hour expeditions, and they net the taming skill EXP along with the pets, and then also the resources and gold.
The actual window.
Yeah, I have the cliff notes. You can show the actual taming skill window.
These are my little pets.
Yeah, these are little pets. I renamed one Chubers after Chubby, and I have two more that I need to name. But this is a taming window,
God.
and they're cute. One's resting apparently, dude. Is that your expedition?
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. Look at all that raw fish you can give them some for pet
Oh
snacks.
fuck that.
Raw cod, brother. 100.
Raw cock. A little
Raw
too close.
cod. That sounds weird.
Raw cock, baby.
What did you just say?
Cod. I said cod. I said cod.
What'd you call me? Anyway.
Ooh, I get to hatch another big boy. A mandrake.
Each expedition has various traits that define what pets will be good against them. And these traits will rotate twice a week. So expeditions have, debuffs or buffs against, to or against them. You see that in the enemy NPCs in the game, where it'll be like, two-handed's better against, this type of biome of mobs, or, range, or sword and board, whatever. And then finally, and again, these are just the cliff notes that I think really stand out. Finally, matching pet traits to gain an advantage against expedition traits is vital. As an example, if an expedition has the attack and defense traits, then pets with high special attack and defense stats will be best. And I will say, combat in this game is pretty brutal.
It is incredibly brutal.
You think you show up and you can just kill a snail without any food equipped, and you don't have the advantage weapon or armor, you're dead.
I mean, if anyone's read the Reddit story about that snail, that's basically the same thing. You're gonna die.
It's rough, but yeah. So this is.
Do you know what the ranch? Can you explain the ranch? I can't even fucking see it, but
yeah. So the ranch, it's the one building so far attached to the taming skill, and it increases pet storage right now.
I could send my boy to the ranch.
I guarantee you, there's gonna be some type of like a Poke Center or some shit, or like the Pokemon daycare. I guarantee you, there's gonna be a way, if you leave pets in the ranch, you could probably like passively level them up.
Wait, hold on.
As good as Expedition.
You were describing the barn. Barn increases. That's the building.
What's the ranch?
That's a great question. That's why I was asking you, because I don't fucking know. I could send.
Maybe it's what I just said.
Huh? I could literally send one of my resting pets to. I got 2 T-blends. I don't want to.
Bro, it's what I just described. I think the ranch is probably a way to level your pet outside of expeditions.
Is that in the notes?
We'll fit. Someone
Added
will
the
comment
pet
it.
species for ranch purposes when viewing a pet.
Yeah. Duck says this is a really idle. This is a game for idle purists. Like, you can literally chop wood for a week. There's no timer on the idle action. Okay, you can literally do whatever you want.
Oh, it's the Pokemon daycare. That's where you go to make your pets make love to each other.
There you go. All right, I got it mixed up. My bad. But that's the update. And I really wanted to showcase, because one, this is a great game. The dev, Mickey Boy, really listens to feedback and really knows what the frick they're doing.
Yes.
And this is, again, Ironwood RPG. And the coolest thing about how he did this is, like, you could easily see this apply to other games we play.
Yeah.
To, like, SimpleMMO, instead of it just being an equip, right? A pet equip.
Absolutely.
To idle MMO, instead of just petting your pet and sending them to battle, and the battle system in that game is so horrendous. Yeah, this is just a really cool way to implement pets into the game. And they kind of remind me of Tamagotchi. Like the art style.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's just really nostalgic when you look at the pet tab, or the tame skill tab.
It really is.
That'll do it for the latest Ironwood RPG update. Give it a shot. And we'll have it linked down in the VOD.